Morning. This is Arnie Waters here at Waters Capital in Boston, Massachusetts. I ask you to take a moment to pause and think not only of the large number of people who were killed in Christchurch, but to think of the 4 Americans who were murdered by Somali pirates. I ask you to think of them because when I initially heard about them, I just assumed they were wealthy people who were just going about on goofing off on a around the world sail. Not that that's a goof off, but I think you get my drift. But when I found that they were carrying Bibles to isolated places as they went on their travels, I was taken to another level of understanding of why they were on what we Christians call a mission. And therefore their death is even sadder. And it may have been, as people have noted, made even more likely by the fact that they were carrying the Christian document, the Bible, with them. So please remember those people in your thoughts today. To shift ground a little bit, or a great deal, I should say, I want to talk about China for a little bit, because it turns out that there have been demonstrations in 10 or 12 cities in China, a la what we've seen in the so-called Jasmine Revolution in the Middle East. This is most interesting to me because, as you know, I believe that the Chinese state security is on a level if not exceeding the best that the Russians had in their heyday and that the Egyptians and the Libyans have in the present day. So they've got a very serious state security apparatus. They don't fool around. So it was interesting to me when I found out not only were there several demonstrations, but that Huntsman, the U.S. ambassador, had been videotaped at one of them. And as a consequence, you no longer can Google search for him in China. The situation is most intriguing. We have long felt and stated absolutely that the Chinese cannot grow as a country as long as they retain the aspect of a totalitarian dictatorship. Billionaires, centimillionaires, rising professional class, investment bankers, lawyers, doctors, surgeons, those people cannot be bought off forever. They want to be free. So we find it most interesting that the U.S. and other allies have not commented much on these Chinese outbreaks of pro-democracy sentiment. We think this revolution of rising expectations has no limit in sight. It doesn't matter how much you repress people, the desire to be free will always win out. So, buy more gold. We changed our forecast. Buy more gold. Buy it today. Get involved in rare earths. Keep an eye on what's going on. Aim for the ice flows. Look at the troubling things going on in the world today. Don't think you can just skate by on the open water. This is Arnie Waters. Keep swinging.